Hello, all you lovely people, and welcome back. Or welcome for the first time if this is your first time here. Thank you so much for stopping by. It really does mean a lot to me. Today, we're going to do a real quick video of my top 5 most anticipated horror movies of 2022. So stick around. All right, and at number 5, I've got Don't Worry, Darling. Now, this is going to be Olivia Wilde's directorial debut, I believe. It's set to hit theaters September 23rd of this year. She's in it. She's got a star-studded cast next to her. I know she's got Harry Styles, Florence Pugh, Chris Pine, Nick Kroll. There's a lot of big names in the movie, which gets me excited about it. I couldn't really tell you what it's about because I don't really know. There's a synopsis on IMDb. Feel free to go read that. We've had a teaser trailer that came out about 5 or 6 months ago. It was only about a minute long, deeply unsettling toward the end. And in my mind, it did exactly what a trailer should do. It got me really excited about the movie, but it didn't tell me anything about it. So I think it was a really, really good trailer, and congrats to whoever cut that together. So yeah, because I don't know anything about it, that's why I'm putting it down at number 5, but the intrigue is definitely there. So at number 5, I've got Don't Worry, Darling. All right, moving up the list at number 4, we've got The Black Phone. Now, you've probably seen a trailer for The Black Phone out there. They've been out for a while. I believe the movie was actually finished last year, but it's not set to come out until, I believe, June 24th of this year. Now, Black Phone is a Blumhouse picture, which I've liked just about every horror movie they've put out. I got to admit, they do really well with horror, and I think that's kind of their niche, and they should stick with it. But it stars Ethan Hawke, and the story, from what I gather, is Ethan Hawke is a masked killer, and he kidnaps this 13-year-old boy named Finney. And in the trailer, we see Finney's being held in this soundproof basement, and the only thing in there with him is a black phone hanging on the wall, but there's no wires to it. It's disconnected. But he starts receiving calls from it, and it's kind of indicated that the calls are coming from Ethan Hawke's previous murder victim. So he's actually receiving calls from ghosts, and they're trying to give him advice on how to get out of there, what to do, and it's pretty chilling from the trailers, in my opinion. So I'm really, really excited about that. We don't have too much longer to wait. As I said, I believe it's June 24th this year that it's coming out. So yeah, at number 4, we've got The Black Phone. All right, everyone, we're at the top 3. And in my number 3 spot, I've got Nope by Jordan Peele. Now, I believe everything Jordan Peele touches turns to gold. This is going to be his third writing and directing effort for horror movies, and every other one he's done has been amazing. So I don't think there's any reason this one won't be amazing. He's got Daniel Kaluuya returning, which he was also in Get Out, and he was amazing in that movie. So it also stars Kiki Palmer and Steven Yeun. Those are the other two big names I know from the movie. I couldn't really tell you anyone else who's in it, but now, the synopsis, from what I understand, is this group of horse trainers. It's Hollywood horse trainers. They've been a family-owned business from back in the day, one of the first horse training families in the film industry. The town that they're in gets overrun by this mysterious force. Now, that's what it's listed as on the synopsis. The trailer heavily indicates or hints at aliens, and I believe that's what it is. I have to do the aliens. Got to do that meme. Got to bring it back. But it heavily hints at aliens, and that's what I believe it is. But it just says mysterious force. All these hints could be a misdirect. The fact that there's floating orbs or floating things in the sky could be something completely different than aliens. But for now, I believe it's aliens. So, yeah, and it says that they show up and affect human and animal behavior. And the fact that it specifies animal behavior as well, combined with the fact that they're horse trainers, leads me to believe that horses are going to play a bigger a bigger role in the plot than just being trained by this family. So I think they're gonna play a bigger role. And we don't have too much longer to wait. As I said, it's going to come out July 22nd of this year. So only a few more months to wait. And we'll find out what this mysterious force is. Aliens. So yeah, at number 3, I've got Nope by Jordan Peele. All right, we're at number 2. And this, I think, might be where I lose some people because I'm pretty certain a lot of people are going to have this as their number 1. But for me, it just doesn't make it there. At number 2, I've got Halloween Ends. That's right, the final chapter in the David Gordon Green and Danny McBride Halloween trilogy. Now, I am really excited about this movie. The reason it fell to number 2 for me, there's two reasons, and the first reason being how I felt about Halloween Kills. I felt that it was this isn't going to be a full review of Halloween Kills, but to sum it up, I felt that it wasn't a complete movie. You could really tell that it was the middle part of a trilogy. And even in previous installments of Halloween, we knew Michael was coming back, but they still gave us at least an ending. I don't think they actually gave us an ending in Halloween Kills. They had several opportunities to do so, but we didn't get a real ending. So that kind of lessened the way I feel about Halloween Kills, or Halloween Ends, that is. So that's why one of the reasons it fell to number 2. Another reason, and probably the biggest reason, is the number 1 spot is a franchise that I love. But anyways, we'll talk about Halloween Ends for a second. It's supposed to come out October 14th this year. So we're going to get the climax of the Laurie Strode and Michael Myers trilogy. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis has said this is officially the last time she's playing Laurie Strode. So I do believe Laurie's story is going to end. I don't believe Michael or the Strode family story is going to end. I believe Allison might pick it back up. We know she's back in this movie. We've got the always incredible Nick Castle returning to film some scenes as the Shape. James Jude Courtney, also amazing, is going to be filming the rest of them. I'm really hoping for some more 1978 flashback scenes like they did in Halloween Kills. That was a magnificent recreation of 1978 footage. So I'm really hoping for that. I am super excited for the movie. I'm curious to see what they do. There's been a lot of theories going around, a lot of really wild theories involving some radio towers and a lot of bizarre stuff. But all of that aside, just to see what Michael does, if he's going to transition into a little calmer, because it is going to pick up 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. So they're gonna have to there's gonna have to be some explaining of what happened in those 4 years, as well as a good story to explain why it starts again. So I'm really excited about it. As I said, it's number 2. It could have very easily been number 1, but yeah, at number 2 we've got Halloween Ends. All right, we're at the number 1 spot. My most anticipated horror movie of 2022. And I can hear you scratching your heads out there thinking, well, he's already listed Nope. He's already listed Halloween Ends. What else could there be? Well, for me, my most anticipated horror movie of this year is Evil Dead Rise. That's right, people. I picked a movie that isn't even going to theaters. It's going to be released directly to streaming on HBO Max. But I love the Evil Dead franchise, everything about it. I love the original 3. I love the remake. I love the TV show. I am super excited about this movie. Now, don't really know much about it. The cast is relatively unknown. I believe the only two I could really name, Alyssa Sutherland and Morgan Davies, I believe. Um, it's written and directed by Lee Cronin, but it's got executive producing team of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. Those two names attached to this movie, I'm in. I don't need to know anything else. I'm in. So, yeah. Once again, just like Don't Worry Darling, I couldn't tell you anything about the movie. I can't even tell you when it's going to be released because it just says 2022. But I know it's got Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi on board, and that's all I need. And it's an Evil Dead movie. So at number 1, I've got Evil Dead Rise. Well, that's it, everyone. That is my top 5 most anticipated horror movies of this year. I would love to know what yours are as well. If you've got the same ones in a different order, or different ones in general, just drop them down in the comments. I'd love to see what they are. Please, if you would, give this video a like, consider subscribing if you haven't. We're going to have a lot more content like this. And thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.